Guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Alright, so Pakistan reportedly conducted airstrike in Afghan. Fighter jets were reportedly spotted over the skies of Kabul, Afghan. Alright, so here's one of the pictures. That's a huge mushroom cloud right there, guys. And we're going to get to this news here. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Give me a second here. So Afghan capital shook with the sound of explosion as Pakistan fighter jets reportedly carry out airstrike targeting, I'm going to skip that name, Pakistan, positioned inside this the city. We're gonna see what's going on here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link or PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support is what keeps us on air. I truly apologize, guys. Been having the itchy throat. I don't know if it's again, cutting the grass, but yeah, I truly apologize about that. All right, so Afghan authorities confirmed unusual aerial activity over the city. Now you have the Taliban, who spokesperson posted on X. The sound of an explosion was heard in the city of Kabul. That's the capital of Afghan, if I'm not mistaken. However, no one should worry. It is all well and good. The investigation of the incident is underway. No report of any damage has been given so far. The sound of the explosion was heard in Kabul. The investigation is underway. No reports of any damage has been given so far. It is all well and good. I don't know about that. The picture that I just showed, and it's a whole different ball game. All right, so that was a huge, mushroom cloud. So I do have this picture here because there's certain advertisement I cannot show, guys. Reports indicate that TTP Chief Noor may have been specifically targeted in a strike. He is feared gone. Whoa. That's not good. Reportedly, TTP Chief Noor was targeted in a strike in Kabul by Pakistan, fighter jets. Afghan Fang said October 9, 2025. Social media channels linked to Pakistan stated Air Force has just conducted a precise airstrike against the Taliban organization in Kabul, the capital city of Afghan. Now, Pakistan is punishing the Taliban leadership badly tonight. This is not good. This is not looking good. This is the video that I showed earlier. The entire sky is just completely all smoked out. Once again, Pakistan Air Force has just conducted a precise strike against the Taliban organization. It says here, residents of the Afghan capital described the night as chaotic. One local said that unknown jets carry out strikes across multiple locations with heavy explosions, waking people in the city's central and northern district. Multiple people confirmed that civilian homes were hit during the air raids. Screenshots and posts circulating on social media also claim that fighter jets were spotted over the capital following the strikes. Once again, a Kabul resident says that unknown jets carry out strike on several locations in the city, and the sound of the explosion woke people up. Excuse me. Many people are reporting Pak conducted airstrike Kabul, Afghan. Give me a second here. So heavy explosions reported in the center and north of the city, with several civilian homes hit. Wow. Just in, Pakistan strike Afghan capital. So we already know that. Afghan officials say that the country deems it as a declaration of war. Wow. Look out. At least 4 areas in the capital near the international airport were hit by airstrikes, reportedly carried out by aircraft or drones. A vehicle was struck in the strike. Wow. I'm going to share this information over my Twitter page, guys. I'm sorry, I can't show the video because of the platform. Pakistan crosses limits as it conducts airstrike in Afghan capital. These strikes have come as Afghan foreign minister is visiting India. Afghan is going to escalate this now. Once again, you have the Taliban affiliated media channels have reportedly begun calling for retaliatory strikes, including some serious bombings inside Pakistan. That is not good. That is not good. So there's a possibility tonight you might hear some big breaking news. So several analysts warn that if confirmed, these strikes represent a significant cross-border escalation between Pakistan and the Taliban control areas of Afghan. Many people are reporting Pak conducted airstrike. Heavy explosion reported in the center and north of the city, with several civilian homes were hit. One resident posted on X, "This appears to be the first instance of Pakistan conducting airstrike inside Kabul, making a new chapter in regional tensions." It's crazy how everything's looking really good when it comes to, Donald working on peace, and now all of a sudden we have a next chapter of a biblical war. Again, like I say, guys, biblical war will never end in this world. This is a fallen world, a sinful world. There's always going to be war left and right, southwest, northeast. I mean, it's always going to be war. You could work one region peace, but the other region is seeing destruction. This appears to be the first instance of Pakistan conducting airstrike inside Kabul, marking a new chapter in regional tensions. The situation is still developing, with authorities in Kabul investigating the full impact of the strike and assessing potential casualties. Stay informed on the... Okay, so we're going to skip that. Give me a second here. Okay, I'm going to have to make this a little small. I truly apologize, guys. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so once again, multiple airstrikes by Pakistan have been reported in Taliban-ruled Afghan capital, Kabul, on Thursday night, just hours after Pakistan's defense minister issued a stern warning saying enough is enough, and declaring that the Islamabad can no longer tolerate the alleged safe havens operating within the country. Once again, you have Pakistan Dawn quoted Afghan Taliban spokesperson saying that the sound of an explosion were heard in the city of Kabul, but there were no reports of any damage. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. RT is putting out some of the information. Airstrike shakes Afghan capital. Fighter jets heard over Afghan capital. Nobody's claimed responsibility yet, but Pakistan accused Talib of sheltering. I'm going to skip that name earlier today. Defense minister said patience with Talib has now reached its limits. The sound of the explosion were heard in the city of the capital. However, no one should worry. It's all well and good. The investigation of the incident is underway. No report of any damage has been given so far. Yeah, but according to some people, there were houses that were damaged. Once again, the Pakistan reported actions in Kabul has come at a time when Afghan acting foreign minister is visiting India and is said to have key talks with external affairs minister today, Friday, October the 10th. Uh-oh. You guys already know they're not good friends. India and Pakistan, again, they went, toe to toe. And those two countries, they have nuclear. And boy, oh boy, I mean, that really, really, really would have gone to a different path. I mean, we're talking about nuke stuff. Enough is enough. Why Pak defense minister issued warning to Afghan and Taliban? Well, it says here earlier today, addressing Pakistan National Assembly, defense minister warned Afghan and said, enough is enough. Our patience has run out. The tea from Afghan soil is intolerable. Once again, we have the Pakistan National Assembly further stated that he and other senior officials had visited Kabul 3 years ago and warned these bad groups operating from the city to shut down their hideouts, but received no firm guarantees. We told Afghan officials that 6,000 up to 7,000 people were settled on your soil, who pose a warning to us, he said, adding that Kabul even suggested a financial agreement to keep those individuals there. We demanded guarantees that these individuals will not return to Pakistan, but Afghan authorities were not willing to give those assurances. Hours after his warning, the Taliban multiple reports of airstrikes surfaced, though officials' confirmation from Pakistan is still awaiting. Alright, so there's a lot more information here. There's like videos and a whole bunch of stuff in this one here. Give me a second. According to unverified reports circulating on social media, Pakistan fighter jets were seen over Kabul following the alleged strike, and multiple explosions were reported. Give me a second here. I want to see if I could find... Give me 1 second here, guys. I know there was some reports that came out about this, and ooh-wee, now things are hitting the fan. Yeah, things are really going down right now, guys. I knew there was something that just came out. Big blast in Afghan. Talib says chill. Late Thursday, giant explosion rattled Kabul, the capital of Afghan, like a scene straight out of an action movie. Locals didn't just hear blast. They say GUN fire followed right after. Oh, wow. You know, totally normal stuff. The Taliban quickly hopped online to say, relax, everything's fine, while offering exactly zero useful detail. No one's hurt so far, and officials are investigating, which totally doesn't sound suspicious at all. I just feel like something big just hit the fan. I don't know, guys. What are your thoughts on this one here? I do believe something. I do believe something big hit the fan, and a lot of people reporting a massive boom. Again, look at this one here. So a lot of people's talking about it now. Pakistan, you know what, has launched airstrike inside Kabul. Multiple reports say TTP chief gone. Wow. All right, so I would keep it updated on this one here. But boy, oh boy, you know, things are looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good out there in Gaza. But now we go to this side. It's another biblical war. Donald right now is scratching his head and saying, man, Donald, I know you're trying to bring peace to the world. It ain't gonna happen. Even King David couldn't bring peace to the world, and he knew. You know, again, it's a sinful world. Again, you can't. You know, there's only one true peace, and His name is Jesus Christ, and there's a new world waiting for us. And that new world, there's not gonna be none of these biblical war stuff going on. Actually, sin will not exist in that new world. There's gonna be a separation of good and evil. And right now, we're sharing this world with a bunch of evil stuff going on. But we must remain righteous and put on the whole armor of God. And I give credit to the Donald. He's trying to bring peace. But at the same time, again, Scripture says when spoken of peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall follow. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time later. Peace.